It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And we'll see Tyler Kroft. It was a solid showing for him last time out. 104 yards on the ground. It's the Armadillos and the Monarchs. Next on Madden NFL 24.
Now from the host city of so many Pro Bowls, we're on the island of Oahu in the capital city of Honolulu, Hawaii. Today it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store between the London Monarchs taking on the Armadillos of Honolulu. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. And Charles, we take a look at this Honolulu team as they get ready for this one. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that 2nd win in a row.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Londoners, they get a stern road test as they come into this one after losing in London a week ago. Two 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in week 3. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by a man in his sophomore campaign as the quarterback.
And for how good he is throwing the ball, it's his running that makes him so dangerous. He had a couple of touchdowns on the ground in last week's game, so we'll see what they dial up for him for this one.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. The numbers for him from a week ago: 17 carries, 79 yards, and a touchdown.
And those numbers have both he and his blockers motivated this week. They saw that yardage total climbing, but stopped short of 100. Every one of them has to be driven this week to help them reach the century mark.
And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Operating from the gun, James. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It's going the other way. And they'll be at the 18-yard line. Great field position here in the red zone. And a defensive-minded coach loves to turn up the heat, turns it up there, it pays off.
And back in the good old days, those defensive-minded coaches just talked about intimidating teams, using force, right, beating them to the punch. In this case, they're talking about creating turnovers. That's all they preach, all game long, all practice long, every meeting. Get the football. That's what they want.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looking middle, and that's complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything else.
Touchdown! A great effort there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Monarchs use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. But down here, I thought they were going to hand that off. Instead, a well-designed play and the pitch and catch for the touchdown.
And I wonder who came up with it. Was it a call from the bench? Did the quarterback have a good idea and suggest it? In any event, clearly an effective play call. They saw something they liked in coverage, and they targeted it for the short yardage throw.
And the perfect way to cap their opening drive. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive. They had the fumble on the last drive, wound up leading to the opening touchdown. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. James taking in left side. It's Wilson. And a gain of 5. And that'll bring up second down. Operating from the gun, James. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Isaiah Hodgins was his intended receiver, and it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. But you look at this defense. They come into this one rounding out the top 10 in the 10 spot against the run.
Now if they could just get their pass defense in line, this unit will be really, really strong. And remember the conversation with the defensive coordinator? He wants them to rush the passer better. He wants to see the quarterback on the ground. They've got to create some sacks.
And he said it starts early and often. We'll see if they can get to him. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. Back deep, Tariq Cohen. And he'll get credit for putting him inside the 20 as the fair catch is made right at about the 19-yard line. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Well, this defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now. He'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. James now throwing to start the drive. That is incomplete.
No sense risking anything there on 1st down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who can make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Rough incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. It certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on 3rd down.
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall. They can put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. 1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. It's a 13-yard pickup as the downs reset. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll be taken down at the 34. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Buying time to his left. And he will be marked down short of the first as they get to him at the 29. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation.
That looked great when he first took off because in my mind, there was room to run and he had the marker in his sight. But I certainly didn't expect him to close so quickly, and neither did he. They got to him just in time, and now that forced him to make a decision with his 4th down call.
On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. He'll drop to throw. And a quick throw here that's complete. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 7 catches, 80 yards.
And I'd certainly expect them to use him quite a bit because he runs excellent routes, has good hands, and knows how to get open.
2nd and 6. They're going to look to throw. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but maybe circle this play because if they get the stop and hold him to a field goal here, that's a pretty good job. They're already down on the scoreboard.
A stop now would be vital for them because it could save them from having to do it multiple times later in the game in order to either get back into it or maybe have a chance to win.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Patterson's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Honolulu offense making its return to the field now. They're still in search of an initial 1st down as they come up here 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. James. He's going to lead this for his running back. It's complete. 2 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 23-yard line.
Now a give right side. Giles. And he'll get about 3 up past the 25. When you look at this defense, they come into this one rounding out the top 10 in the 10 spot against the run.
They've established themselves as a top 10 run-stopping unit in the NFL here in the early going. All signs point to me towards them continuing that throughout the season. They look pretty good, pretty darn cohesive to me.
13 yards on his first catch. It's a 1st down as well.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed 1st down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Now throw right side here going to be incomplete. So for 30-some-odd years, we held the Pro Bowl here in Hawaii, but all along what the locals here wanted was a team of their own. And now they've got one, and they could not be happier. And I don't say that lightly because they always seem happy here. But now this could be the start of something really, really special. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
It's 3rd and 10.
James to throw on 3rd down. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far offensively or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. They're looking sharp out early to a 10-zip lead and looking for more as they've got it 1st and 10. Back to throw. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. Options galore here, second and a few inches.
At the 30-yard line.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
A 4-yard pickup on the play. First down, Monarchs.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game, back to the ground. And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35. Now 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Now back to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Cohen. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like right at the 40.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Second quarter now, and it's London with the football, as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Back to throw here. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. A new set of downs after a strong pickup of 16 yards.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Boy, everything clicking on this drive. He's 4 for 4 now, and that throw, maybe the best of the bunch. This offense is really humming, and they pick up another first down.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And this one's incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And this is caught at the 8. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 at a first down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Out to the flat, that's complete to his running back. So nothing doing there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and goal. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal.
At the 7-yard line.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up, the loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down. Riley Patterson now on for the field goal. From the right hash, and this one just a chipping. Patterson's kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So 3 points there, and they continue to build this first half lead.
Yeah, every little bit helps, and the more that you can put together drives and start controlling the tempo, controlling possession, finishing with points, the better off you're going to be.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Honolulu offense making its return to the field now. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
The decision to keep it turns out to be a good one. 11 yards in the first down. Now a give, right side. Giles. A broken tackle on the run, and then just on the other side of midfield, they get to it. Second down and 4. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
Brings up third down and 4.
Back to throw. James. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
This offense is starting to get into rhythm. A nice quick throw there. On target. Able to pick up another first down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, how about the big guy there showing some agility? He just flowed from his D-tackle position in order to make that play.
On 2nd down, Giles. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
If you're going to have a relay race, you're probably going to pick your backs and receivers to run it, but don't underestimate the conditioning of the offensive line. They're out there just dictating things, staying on the field, and keeping a long drive going.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 9 yards that time.
And this pass rush has really been bringing the heat and has already gotten home a few times here in the first half. So how about the play call there? Sometimes if you can't protect, you've got to fool them. Screen passes like that can take a little steam out of what's been a relentless rush so far.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. He continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure, and these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
On 2nd down now, Adamson. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 7. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. He already had the 1 fumble loss, so now 2 fumbles lost here in this first half.
Not setting the pace the way that you want it done. I mean, here in the first half, already twice the ball's come out and hit the turf. Got to find a way to take care of it. Otherwise, they may have to start thinking about maybe someone different at that position.
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. 53 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down,
it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And it's caught. Touchdown. A great play there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead in the second quarter, and already his second touchdown reception.
Absolutely the definition of a difference maker here in this first half. Clearly one of his quarterback's favorite targets in this game, and I figure he's going to draw a little more attention and coverage moving forward.
Patterson now for the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Well, the Honolulu offense making its return to the field now. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
Well, no, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And now 2 yards to go on third down.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. 3rd and 2. Operating from the gun, James. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Not many boos just yet from this home crowd, but they may be starting soon, as I'm starting to detect an uneasy murmur through this crowd. This offense, they've been lifeless in this first half. And now here's another punting situation and a 4th down.
A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A very solid gain of 27.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field. And a nice dart picks up the 1st down and then some.
Back to throw again. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. They'll look to throw again. Quick hitter here, it's complete. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that will bring up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 11-yard line.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Patterson's kick is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Time to give you folks at home. This was an extremely one-sided first half. One team showed up, ready to go. The other's been in a daze thus far, but there's still plenty of time left for this one to tighten up significantly.
And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback. This offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll make it second down.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 43-yard line.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
It's a loss of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
They'll look to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 18 yards, a big pickup there on 3rd down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
On first down, they'll go to the ground. And a loose football.
Wow, that ball is not free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home, the next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Now a throw here, hauled in. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be second down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 22-yard line.
They'll look to throw here. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
4 yards to go.
Out of the gun now on third down. That is caught. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
And I'll tell you what, this offense is playing a little bit of keep away right now. They've come out here in the third quarter, possessed the ball for quite a while, and they keep on converting. Nice pitch and catch there to set up the 1st and goal.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Toward the pylon, caught. And he is out of bounds here. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd and goal.
7 brings up 2nd and goal.
They give it off here to the tight end. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there. His first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Monarchs take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point try now for Patterson. And the lead is now an even 30. So that one a 13-play drive in total. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half.
A CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history, and that's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Here's James on third down. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on third down.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. Here's J.K. Scott now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At the 37-yard line.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Can't get away, and he's taken down. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack. And it's third down. He'll look to throw. And he's going to go down again. It'll be a sack and a loss of 3, but more importantly, it brings up 4th down.
And it has been a good game for them. They haven't been pressured very much today, but on back-to-back sacks, maybe the defense is starting to figure something out.
O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. And take it right on the 30. A 41-yard punt, 9 on the return.
The Honolulu offense making its return to the field now. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. Under pressure, and down he goes. And the defense coming through on third down, a loss of 7 to bring up 4th. Here's J.K. Scott now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line.
London about set to take over on offense. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
80 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times.
All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
Now a 3rd and 6.
They'll set up a throw. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. He's up now to 80 yards receiving in the ball game, and he's got a first down.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
From the 33, here's 2nd down and 1.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports, as we're about ready to rock and roll for the 4th and final quarter. He'll look to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown grab.
And the Monarchs look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. When coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back through the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we haven't been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Taken at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Honolulu offense set to take over possession of the football. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points. You feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Looking to throw. James. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
That's good for a Honolulu first down. 1st and 10.
Operating from the gun. James. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 41-yard line.
Back to throw. James. And that one complete to Hodgins. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd and 5.
From the gun on 3rd down. James. Well, that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. The throw for Tony is intercepted. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
London about set to take over on offense. You just kind of feel for the defense right now. This deficit, they have not been able to stop them the entire game, Charles. And some hands on hips, some long faces out there on the defensive side. They're like, oh, my gosh, we got to face these guys again here.
Yeah, people don't understand how hard it is when you're on the side that's being dominated to keep your head up and continue to play hard. And that's what they're going through right now, trying to find that pride inside of them to allow them to continue to fight, even though they are down huge in this game.
2nd and 3. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
Intended for Kendrick Warren. It's 3rd down and 3 yards.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. Now the Honolulu offense set to take over possession of the football. I hate to say it, but at this point, I don't really know that they're playing to win with this deficit in the 4th quarter. They're just trying to erase that 0 on the scoreboard, Charles, and get some type of momentum to carry into the film session tomorrow.
If you get any type of points on the board, it'll count as a moral victory, although no one will talk about that in the post-game press conference. That's not something you mention in the NFL. And this loss, it already stings and will for a while. But everyone that offense knows it'll sting a lot worse if they don't put some points up on the board.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. James. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 15 yards through the air and a first down. Well, I mean, look, obviously there's no 20 or 30-point play in that playbook, but they can try to end things here on a positive note despite trailing big, and that looks like what they're trying to do here by pushing the ball downfield.
Well, let me go with the heavy cliche then, partner. Just control what you can control right now, and all they can control here is how their final plays develop.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Operating from the gun, James. He'll find Hodgins there, complete. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that's going to bring up second down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up second and 4 at the 39-yard line.
Operating from the gun, James. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. Well, they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there.
That's another. Honolulu. First down.
Up the middle they go. Giles. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it second and 9.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. So they need 2 yards here on third down. Remember, they're already 2 of 2 on third down conversions on this drive. Back to throw. James. And that is incomplete. Now Jason Sanders for the field goal try. It's a 39-yard attempt, right hash. Sanders' kick is good, and they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, it's a Pyrrhic victory at best, but Charles, no team wants to get shut out, so it's hard to blame them for taking the 3 there.
You can't blame them one bit. It hasn't been the best performance, that's for darn sure. But there is something to be said for fighting to avoid the goose egg, and they're at least trying to finish out strong.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. London about set to take over on offense.
Well, this ball game certainly has gotten a little out of hand. This is normally when they say you got to fill. This is fill time for guys like you and I. But, yeah, to be frank, just a dominating performance. Really impressive what we've seen.
It is, and I'm glad that you went in that direction, because otherwise we're going to talk about the museum tour we took yesterday.
Which was also impressive.
Which was also very impressive. But this game, how they've done it, offense, defense, special teams, they've put it all together. And I got to tell you, I am beyond impressed by what I've seen from this team.
And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 11 yards there, first down. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps, because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they're powering through, and they're controlling this game.
On second down, they'll run it here. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 7 yards there and a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
142 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Right back to him on first down. And touchdown! A great play there. 33 yards.
And the Monarchs continue to pour it on here in the 4th. Well, Charles, just impressive in all 3 phases. Offense, defense, special teams have really done their job. And here the offense doing its part yet again with another score in the 4th quarter.
I know it seems like something we shouldn't do because the scoreboard does tell it all. But let's set it aside for a moment. This game was absolutely memorable with how they played it.
Really terrific effort. Really well executed. Congratulations to them.
Armadillos 3.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Honolulu offense set to take over possession of the football. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Second and 10 at the 23-yard line.
And second and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Fifth catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Looking to throw. James. Over the middle, it's complete. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it's second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Now James to throw on second down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
Short throw hauled in by Croft. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. Here's J.K. Scott now. He's been terrific so far. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. London about set to take over on offense. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Second and 3 at the 27-yard line.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
First down.
Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed popcorn for everyone in their film session.
So for London, they get back in the win column as they move to 2-1 now on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Honolulu, they'll fall to 1-2. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.